Welcome to Digital Tech Skill Hub, your shortcut to mastering the future. Today, we dive deep into a technology that is reshaping how we learn, work, train, and experience the world. Get ready to explore virtual reality in a way you've never understood before. Virtual reality, often shortened to VR, refers to a fully digital three-dimensional environment created with the help of advanced computer technology, where users feel as if they have stepped into an entirely different world. It is not just a single invention, but a result of decades of ideas, experiments, and engineering. To understand who contributed to its creation, it is important to look back at the early pioneers who laid the foundation for this technology. One of the earliest visionaries was Ivan Sutherland, who in the 1960s imagined a world where computers could create immersive environments that reacted to the user's movements. His invention, often called the first head-mounted display, was extremely basic compared to modern VR devices, yet it marked the beginning of a revolutionary concept. Over the following decades, researchers, designers, and engineers continued to build on Sutherland's ideas. Large technology companies such as Meta, formerly Facebook, Sony, HTC, Google, and Microsoft invested heavily in research to make VR more realistic, more comfortable, and more accessible. Their contributions transformed VR from a laboratory experiment into a consumer technology used by millions of people around the world. Moving toward what this technology represents, VR can be described as a carefully constructed digital space where users can interact with virtual objects, explore virtual worlds, and perform actions that feel almost real. Unlike traditional screens such as televisions, laptops, or mobile phones, VR surrounds the user's field of vision entirely, blocking out the real world and replacing it with a simulated environment. This sense of presence, the feeling of actually being inside the virtual world, is what makes VR so unique. The technology relies on computer-generated images, spatial audio, and motion tracking to create a natural and immersive experience. What makes VR particularly powerful is that its applications go beyond entertainment. It can simulate environments that are difficult, dangerous, or impossible to access physically. For example, someone can explore the surface of Mars, walk inside the human body, dive deep into the ocean, or experience historical events that happened hundreds of years ago, all while standing in their own room. Shifting to when and where it is used today, VR's rise did not happen overnight. Even though the basic concepts existed in the 1960s and 70s, the technology faced many limitations for several decades. The devices were too heavy, too expensive, and too slow to create smooth interactions. It wasn't until the early 2010s that VR began to move toward mainstream acceptance. After 2016, when companies like Oculus, now Meta, HTC, and Sony launched modern VR headsets, the technology became far more accessible and gained worldwide momentum. Today, VR can be found in many different settings. In homes, it is used mainly for gaming, fitness, and entertainment. In classrooms and educational institutions, VR allows students to engage in virtual laboratories, historical tours, or scientific simulations that make learning more interactive. Hospitals use VR to train surgeons, reduce patient anxiety, help with rehabilitation, and treat certain mental health conditions through controlled virtual exposure. Industrial training centers rely on VR to allow workers to practice operating machines, handling risky situations, or learning safety procedures without real-world dangers. Military organizations also use VR to train soldiers in tactical environments, battlefield navigation, and emergency response scenarios. Entertainment spaces such as VR arcades, theme parks, and digital museums use VR to offer experiences that cannot be recreated in real life. All these examples show that VR's presence is widespread, touching education, healthcare, entertainment, industry, and professional training across the world. Exploring why it has become so popular, VR provides unique benefits that traditional methods cannot match. One major reason is the level of immersion it offers. Instead of simply watching or reading, users feel like they are part of the experience itself. This makes learning more memorable, training more effective, and entertainment more exciting. VR also helps people practice skills that might be too dangerous, expensive, or rare in real situations. For example, pilots can practice flying, surgeons can rehearse complex operations, firefighters can train for rescue missions, and astronauts can prepare for space missions, all without risking their lives or spending large amounts of money. Another reason for VR's popularity is its ability to overcome physical distances. People can attend virtual meetings, explore museums, study in virtual classrooms, or collaborate on projects with others who live on the opposite side of the world. VR also encourages creativity, allowing users to design 3D models, create artwork, build virtual worlds, or experiment with new ideas in a safe digital environment. For entertainment, VR offers a level of excitement that traditional games or movies cannot provide, as it places the user at the center of the action. All these factors contribute to the growing interest and rapid expansion of VR technology. Finally, to understand how the system works, VR combines several advanced components that work together in real time to create a seamless experience. The most important device is the VR headset, which contains high-resolution screens positioned in front of each eye. These screens display slightly different images, which create the illusion of depth and make the virtual world appear three-dimensional. Motion tracking sensors inside the headset detect how the user moves their head, allowing the virtual environment to shift instantly in response. This real-time tracking is crucial for maintaining immersion. Many VR systems also include handheld controllers equipped with sensors and buttons. These controllers act as the user's virtual hands, allowing them to pick up objects, press buttons, draw shapes, or interact with the environment. Some advanced systems use hand tracking or even full body tracking to make the experience even more natural. Speakers inside the headset produce spatial audio, making sounds feel like they're coming from specific directions within the digital world. Behind the scenes, powerful software continuously updates images, sound, and interactions every millisecond. This rapid processing ensures that the virtual environment feels smooth and responsive. Together, the combination of displays, sensors, controllers, audio, and software creates the realistic and immersive effect that makes VR so compelling. Through this blend of innovation, location-based applications, historical development, and modern engineering, virtual reality has grown from a simple idea into one of the most transformative technologies of the 21st century. It continues to evolve, with newer systems becoming lighter, more advanced, and even more realistic. As VR expands into education, healthcare, science, business, defense, and entertainment, it promises to reshape the way humans learn, work, explore, and interact with the world around them. Thanks for watching. If today's video helped you learn something new, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a digital upgrade. This is Digital Tech Skill Hub, unlocking the tech power within you. See you in the next video.